It's the war between the land and the sea. Everyone's saying, where am I? I'm live. Can you not see me? Go, 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 go. Go. The war between the land and the sea, folks. God, what time is it in Oz? Have you guys had dinner? Well, first of all, can you guys see and hear me? Adverts should probably still be playing. Sorry about those adverts. Who put those pesky adverts on this video? Hello, you can see me? Cool. What time is it in Oz? It is 6:30. 6:33 p.m. Alright, I can see myself. It's the guy. That's me. Hello. Yes. Alright, why is this? This should be playing. Let me put on the Star Beast. We're having some fun the other night playing all this other shit. Alright. Continue. Play the Star Beast. Is Aiden still in the chat? I don't think so. Aiden leaves a lot, doesn't he, folks? Alright. Can you see the Star Beast playing? Fantastic. Legend of the Sea Devils would make more sense. Yeah, that's a good... You know what? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Let me put on the Legend of the Sea Devils. That's such a great idea. I've been watching Extras, the Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant show, which quite frankly I think is pretty shite. First time I ever watched it. Sorry, let me find Doctor Who. This was unplanned. This was unplanned in the stream. In Australia, to find series 1 to 13, it's on a little streaming service called Stan, which I'm sure to regular audiences in other countries you'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? But Doctor Who, why is it not popping up? What do you think I mean by Doc? Where's T? There you go. I'll give you that, Sarah. That's a really good recommendation. I'm watching, here we go, The Swashbuckling Adventure. I am watching Halloween Apocalypse tonight to get ready for our Redux review tomorrow. But there you go, in the background, Legend of the Sea Devils. Yeah, so I'll be watching Halloween Apocalypse so I can do my Redux review with Aiden tomorrow before we go to Adelaide. So we're filming ahead. Poor Aiden having to edit everything. Does Stan now have it all? I heard from an Aussie around the 60th it was missing most of the special and a couple of other episodes. Stan has series 1 all the way up to Power the Doctor, and that's it, and then the rest will be through Star Beast onwards would be through Disney Plus. Well, no, not the Unearthly Child. The Daleks to the Doctor Who movie will be on BBC iPlayer. Try explain that to a new fan. Crazy. What are we going to do about that? Halloween Apocalypse was generally a good episode in my opinion, says Dr. Scott Nick. Yeah, I feel like I don't really have to hide my thoughts about it because we've already done a review. It's like a Redux review. Yeah, I've always had so much fun with it. It's a fun episode. It feels like the first time Chibnall really just had some fun with the show rather than taking everything so seriously. But it's like not everything has to be so serious. It's okay. Thanks for all the chat in the chat before I went live. That's very nice to see. Aiden says, can't wait for a swashbuckling adventure. Insert Mario jump, yeah. Sunday night's alright for a 50% stream. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you're proud of me, Sarah. You know, I said on Friday night that I'd come and hop on and do a stream. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty tired, but I was like, you know what? I made that promise. Everyone was so kind on Friday. I'm gonna do it. And here I am. And this might shock you all even more. I had no idea what I was gonna talk about on the stream today until about 3 hours ago. So that's great. I like the 26th of July. Yep. Never happened, did it? That would have been a cool stream as well. I would have had like a really good professional setup. Okay, here we go. The Sea Devil's going a bit crazy in the background. I wonder if like, my original plan for the stream was to watch the Halloween Apocalypse, but not like kind of watch it like this. And I don't think I get copyrighted. Maybe. Hey, you made it live. Go on, you mate. Are you the Howard Stern of Doctor Who? Says Daniel. Well, I wish. Oh my goodness. I hope. That's my goal. God, what 20-year-old looks up to Howard Stern? Probably fucking nobody, except me. I did go live. I was at Dan's today as well. We were filming episode 21 of the 4LR podcast. I said this on Friday. I have another podcast, 4LR podcast. And it's been doing really well. I'm still doing, we're doing that once a week, and I've been doing 50% once a week, so that's good. Everything's been going great, I guess, creating wise. It's funny, I give myself shit for not like creating enough, but it's like I'm still doing like 2 podcasts a week. Are your podcasted out then, says Sarah? 100%. 100%. Little too much on the old podcast, but good old John Bishop. I'm seeing him live in December. Here we go. Dan's in the chat with the 4LR podcast. Yeah, go check the chat. That's the 4LR podcast. It's our other show, well, my other show. Jeremy says, hey man, did you see the new Sopranos box set just got revealed? Still hoping for a 4K release this year. I didn't see that. Have they not done a 4K release yet? Because I'm pretty sure I watched The Sopranos for the first time in 2022, I think, and I'm pretty sure it was on 4K on streaming, obviously. New Sopranos box set, let's go. I'm shocked they haven't done a 4K for that yet. It's like, I said at the pub the other day, I generally think that's like the greatest TV show of all time. I love it. Like for so long, I called Breaking Bad the greatest TV show of all time. And then I watched Sopranos, which I know it's such a nerdy film wanky thing to say, but it's like, oh, that actually inspired Breaking Bad, but it's true. Connor, I was swinging the ball like Anderson at pre-season training yesterday. You'd be proud. I am proud. That's awesome. I was just watching the Sri Lanka England test just then, and it got called off for rain, which was perfect because I was about to go do the live stream. So this arrived today in the mail. Actually, my England cricket jersey. So I'm loving it. Swinging it like Anderson. You know, I really do want to join like a amateur cricket club and just have some fun, but I've never bowled, I've never batted. That sounds like a joke. I've never batted before. I'd love to try it. Thoughts on the Minecraft trailer, says Sarah? Well, you're in luck because on 4LR today, Dan and I broke it down, and that episode should be out in a couple of hours, so you can see my thoughts on that. Jeremy says, it got scanned in 4K earlier this year, but still no release, I'm pretty sure. Still no Breaking Bad 4K either, which is nuts to me. Is there not a Breaking Bad 4K either? Is there not? God. I remember when the Blu-ray releases came out. Let me guess, they weren't great. What, my thoughts? Did anyone like that trailer? Is anyone excited for that movie? It looks like absolute garbage. Like, I played Minecraft a bit. It's fun, it's a good pastime thing. It's good for the brain, I think. But I'm not very mind-pilled, as they say. Man, that Sea Devil design is really cool. I'll give them that. Sorry, I look that way because there's a mirror right there, which is really handy if you're eating dinner here, because this is my dinner table right here, and I can just look in the, eating my dinner, I can look in the reflection and watch the TV, or you can look in that in the reflection from the window, which is cool. Which one are you people more likely to watch, Minecraft or Snow White? When Snow White Snow White is coming out. Um, I watched Snow White, and God, when I was a kid, have I seen? I think I have. Yeah, I've seen Snow White. I, are you allowed to say dwarf? Sorry, I just said it. So, are you allowed to say dwarf? Is that okay? Anyway, that's what it was called, wasn't it? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I hope that's okay to say. Um, I did watch it when I was a kid, but like, why all these like Disney like live action remakes? Why do we fucking need it? It just I generally think like they treat they treat us like we're like pigs at like a trough, and they're like, oh, they'll like anything. We'll throw out this trash and they'll go watch it. And I think in recent times, in recent years, particularly because of COVID, and being proven that you don't need to go to the cinema to watch films, which I disagree with, but not every film needs to be seen at the cinema. I think it just proved that you don't need to like every time, and if they're going to put out Trough, expect people not to watch it. Jeremy says the Breaking Bad Blu-ray is the methamphetamine shaped case. It's so great. Yeah, I remember Dan was trying to get that for years. That is so cool. I think the Minecraft movie would be so bad it's good in my opinion. Snow White remake looks generally bad. Yeah, I'm not a huge Jason Momoa fan. I'm not a huge. I don't mind Jack Black. I know he had all this controversy recently with, you know, Tenacious D, who I wasn't a fan of either. It's funny, they cancelled their Australian tour and they weren't coming to Perth, so it's like, I mean, I wouldn't have gone to see them anyway, but I know people really like them. Sarah says, other ones boycotting it because of the actress talking shit about it and they refuse to hire dwarfs to play the dwarfs. Yes, that's nuts. It's just so funny because, like, look, I'm sure people might misinterpret what I'm trying to say here, but it's like, I don't think companies are like, how do I word this? God, live streams are scary. How do I word this in the right way? Oh God, this was so bad. Sorry, I just got reminded. What was this? To be fair, to give it credit, looks pretty good. Considering this was shot during probably the height of the pandemic. Disney's always trying to like be showing that they're being progressive and stuff, but they do stuff like that. It just shows they don't actually care. All they care about is money. Like they act like they care, but they don't. Isn't that big fish meant to be something from the classic era? If anyone cares. Peter Dinklage complained about it, and then other little people were like, what the fuck? You just took our jobs. 100%, like, there's like a little person on Seinfeld, he's great. It's like, it's funny, like I was saying before, I was watching Extras, and I'm pretty sure the next scripted comedy they did after that was Life's Too Short with Warwick Davis. And it's like, I don't know, it seems like they're taking the piss a little bit. And then from there, Ricky went and did Derek on Netflix, which is literally a TV show where he plays a disabled person. Which, like, if you could have, like, could you imagine nowadays if Netflix released that they're going to do a TV show where Ricky Gervais is playing a disabled person when he's fully able? It's ridiculous. Like, how would that ever happen? And this was only this was like less than 10 years ago, I'm pretty sure. I watched Derek, I didn't hate it. I think it's fine. It's nothing good. Like, I mean, his show Afterlife, I genuinely think it's the biggest load of fucking horse shit I've ever seen in my life. I hate it so much. It's so bad. It costs an absolute fortune to make, and it just looks terrible. I hate that TV show. All 3 series. It didn't need 3 series for one, but, you know, maybe I could have let it go if it was just 1 series. To make 2 more, ridiculous. Ridiculous, folks. Peter Dinklage basically said, don't have them as stereotypes, have them as humans. Yeah, I think the whole like Snow White and 7 Dwarfs thing's a bit like, I think it's had its day. Disney kind of. Oh shit! I forgot to play my medieval music. Pardon. Pardon me. I think Disney just do whatever they want and don't give a shit. Kind of like Doctor Who, which is now a Disney product, if you can believe it. Oh no, you can hear me in here. Stop. Stop, hold on. Fuck's sake. Who knew that I needed to mute my VOD? Alright, there you go. We're good. Alright. What's this here? Stephanie says Disney, Disnet. I assume you mean Disney. And others are sacrificing good storylines and character development to shove in, just focus on their agendas, which annoys people who just want good shows, good writers, can do it all together. Disney Who. You still haven't learned how to stream. I'm trying. This is a one-man band here. Yeah, look, Stephanie. I think there's definitely a way to like juggle it and do it right. I think history has shown that they don't do like they haven't done a good job at it. I don't think it can't be done. I think that they just haven't really. My issue with it at the moment is that like, whenever they try to be like progressive, it just reeks of like them trying to get money. And it's like, do you actually care about these like minorities, or are you just doing it to be like, oh, give us tons of money? Like, that's my issue with it. I mean, I've had that issue with Russell T Davies, with how he handled the whole like Rose shit. I just think it was done in such a cringe way, and it could have been a lot of trans people watch Doctor Who. It could have been done to actually really help them, and I just feel like it didn't. That's just my opinion. I'm personally not trans, so you know, who am I to say? But so weird. It's the same TARDIS we have right now. Like the exterior, obviously. Very odd. Alright, I'm not going to be here for too long tonight because I haven't made my dinner yet. And I have to go to work tomorrow, so. There he is, Doug. God, Doug, I always feel, my heart always warms when I see you in the chat. Nobody wants to see Snow White and the Seven. I don't know if I can say that. Hello, Connor. Hi, Doug. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Alright, do you want to talk War Between the Land and the Sea? It's such, you got work tomorrow, you never mentioned that on your streams. Sarah, you're such you just love to like call me out, don't you? I'm just being honest, I haven't eaten yet. I was filmed with my other podcast, I'm tired, okay? I'm trying! Jeremy says it's such a weird criticism because yes, they were stereotypes, but it wasn't because they were dwarves. It's like the joke wasn't that they were little people. Yeah, because aren't they just like, it's the stereotypes of them being like sleepy and snoozy or whatever the fuck it is, like lazy and stuff. Any shiz. War Between the Land and the Sea. Let me tell you my fears, folks, as this glorious episode plays in the background. My fear for the War Between the Land and the Sea, I have a few. Number one, I'll say my thoughts and feelings, and then I'll read all your comments. Number one, my biggest problem with the War Between the Land and the Sea is that I'm just not interested. I can't tell you how excited I was with the idea of there being a spin-off, and now one has been announced, and it seemingly has no hype at all for me. I'm not excited for it. I mean, I'll watch it, obviously, because I'm an idiot, and I always do, but I'm not excited for it, which is the main issue. Second of all, I feel like, and Russell's been doing this a lot lately, you know, he's he's not doing necessarily what the audience wants. And I was saying this on the live stream on Friday. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like exceed expectations and you do a really great job at it, then people don't get mad because they didn't get what they wanted. They're just happy with what they've got because it's great. Russell at the moment seems to be doing his own thing, but it's very much divided fans. And fans have always been divided, that's fair enough to say, but I do feel like at the moment, because it seems like we've just been going through this shit for so long, and now it's 20 years next year since Doctor Who came back. We've been dealing with this shit for a while. I think it adds up, and we start to get a bit sick of it. And I'm sure you guys can all agree. I just hope that this is a grounded show that actually has characters in it that I care about, that aren't just one note. The villain being the Sea Devils, I've seen, God, I could be wrong, but I think the Sea Devils were only in 2 classic episodes. I could be wrong. People are probably gonna get mad at me for saying that. But I have seen the first Sea Devils episode with Pertwee, and I loved it. I thought it was really great. But am I a massive Sea Devils fan? Not really. I don't mind them, but I think this particular episode in the background really left not just a bad taste in my mouth, but everybody's mouth. The design might have been great, but I think this was peak COVID fucking with the production. And that's just what we're left to remember the Sea Devils by. Sure, Russell could be coming in and being like, the Sea Devils are so great, we're going to do a bit of a thriller with them. But honestly, I don't know. I saw some set pics where a bunch of seaweed and rubbish was piling outside of Parliament or something. I don't know. It sounds a bit pretentious to me. What was so bad with Torchwood? It was every week they were just face a new villain and alien, and same with Sarah Jane. It's they would just face a new threat. And this is going to be you better not litter because littering is bad. It's I already know that. I personally don't throw plastic bottles into the ocean. I recycle. I at work have a designated bin for water bottles. That might sound very boring, but that's because I care about recycling. I don't want to come home after a long day's work and put on a show that's going to be preaching to me about not littering. I already know not to litter. And you already know it's going to be kind of like that. I guess one of the last things I'll say, I guess 2 things to say. The cast is cool, but I think it's weird they're bringing in the actress who played Tish. It just kind of confirms that Martha's not going to be in it, which annoys me. But she's a really good actress, so I'm cool with that. But it's having Alonso in it as well. I know that they worked together on Years and Years, so they got a good history together, and also they worked on Doctor Who together. I don't know the actor's name, I'm sorry. But Budgie from Gavin and Stacey. I know his name in that. And look, they're good actors, but it's I don't know. I guess the last thing is, I don't mean this in a mean way, because I don't like to shit on people's work. And he is a fellow Aussie, but Pete McTighe, or McT, I just feel I enjoy Kablam, but it's a very flawed episode, particularly with the message. He isn't good at giving a message. His messages either come across really poorly delivered or just too in your face. And particularly with how Praxius was just don't litter, it's are we just gonna have this for the whole series? It just bugs me a bit. I'd much rather the Unit Chronicles, and they're all just it'd be the villain of the week. It'd be fun, but no, we get this. Is it 5 episodes or is it 6? I think it's 5. Dylan Holmes-Williams directing. Definitely one of my favorite Doctor Who directors because of 73 Yards, which every night I feel like giving 73 Yards a kiss on the forehead and colouring it before I go to sleep because I just fucking love that episode so much. And it was made by Russell, which is so bizarre to me because like he's made so many episodes that I just don't like in this new era. But anyway, enough talking from me. Doug says I'm not sure about Land and Sea. It could be good, but I'm not confident. Completely agree. Jeremy says of all the people RTD could have cast, why did he pick the actress who played Trish, but as a different character? Is it Tish or Trish? I think it's Tish. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's like also Martha can't come back because she'll be like, oh, my sister. No, I'm not your sister. Oh, really? Because you look identical to her. It's just odd. I don't really love the whole idea of like reusing actors. I know they've done it in Doctor Who for decades, but I mean, look at Peter Capaldi and Karen Gillan, for example. But I hope it's set up in Series 2. That could be really cool, says Sarah. That would be really cool. Jeremy says, it just means we can't bring back Martha since she immediately asked why she looks like her sister. Yeah, I was just saying that. Doug says Doug says they are being very cagey about a Series 3. I reckon after Land and Sea, Disney will have fulfilled their obligation. I'm hoping for a good old-fashioned non-Disney Doctor Who. That's a good thing to bring up. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, well, this is why it becomes such a mess. Because if Disney don't renew Doctor Who for Series 3, then who's gonna, like in Australia, for example, who's gonna like stream it or air it? I don't know. Like, am I gonna have to watch Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer like I do with Classic Who? It's like so odd. And for Series 1 and 2 and War Between Land and Sea, Series 1 just be on Disney Plus and everywhere else. It's like, oh, if you want to get into Doctor Who, get Disney Plus, watch the first 2 series there, and watch War Between Land and Sea there, and then just use a VPN to watch BBC. It's like, it's so messy. And what other network is going to want to pick it up, knowing that it failed at Disney, unless like ABC come back? But it's like, if Doctor Who goes back to ABC, it's just so like, it's like, oh, we got rid of you because we feel like you weren't helping us, but now it failed. It's like, oh, it's like that Simpsons meme where Homer walks through the doggy door and he's coughing because he's getting his job pack with Mr. Burns at the power plant. It's like, are they gonna do that? It's gonna be like, please let us go back to ABC. It's just not a good look. This show is never gonna be the success you want it to be. It'll just be, and part of my French, losers like us who care about it. Oh God. Jeremy says, like in makeup, I don't know. Oh yeah, that was just Pine and Sarah. I kind of hope Gugu is Silurian. That's the actress who played Tish. Yeah. I really hope not. Practice was a lecture, as was Orphan 55. Exactly, like, you know, audiences don't like being told what to do. And I think that's just kind of what they're going to do with this show. And I don't know if it will work very well. Are you more excited about Joy to the Well, Series 2, or War Between Land and the Sea? Honestly, I'm not very excited for any of them. I mean, God, a Stephen Moffat Christmas special, someone pinch me. Why am I not excited for it? I should be. But honestly, when it comes to Christmas stuff, like Gavin and Stacey would be my top, and then probably Wallace and Gromit, and then Doctor Who. But out of all 3 of them, I'd probably say War Between Land and Sea, just because it has Dylan Holmes Williams on directing it, and I think it could be cool. Oh dear, got a little bot in the chat. Let me remove this. Hide the user. Perfect. Got to head to bed, says Jeremy. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, mate. I'm going to be heading off soon. You're so right about the message, Kablau, especially the doctor's non-doctor like response. Yeah, you know, it's just not a good look. It's just not. I have an entire series on my channel of recurring actors. Series 1 is 6 parts. 6 parts, okay, not 5. You just have to move to the UK, no thanks. Happy in Oz, I'm afraid. ABC will take Doctor Who back. They will, but it's still a bad look. But yeah, Jeremy says got to head to bed, unfortunately. Have an early start work tomorrow, and it's 11 p.m. New Zealand. Catch the next live stream. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you for joining. Boomer Dark says, new Doctor Who Xmas special looks lame. Hope I'm wrong. Yep. It doesn't look great, does it? There's a lot more recurring characters than you realise. Some really surprised me. Nah, I bet. It just kind of bugs me, that's all. I'm probably gonna go for like 15 more minutes, like a 45-minute live stream tonight, so we can talk about whatever we want now. But yeah, so fire away. Does anyone know when the Pope from the Monk trilogy has appeared before? He was in Turn Left. Turn Left. Was that like a trivia, or was it a, or was that like a general question? Any updates in Adelaide? Not really. I'm filming tomorrow. Tomorrow the Web Planet review drops, and then also tomorrow we're going to be filming the Halloween Apocalypse Redux review, so that'll be ready to come out by next Monday, because we fly back in on next Monday. So yeah, just I wrote a list today of things I need to get. I need to get new shoes, I need to get a haircut, I need what else do I need? A few things, but it should be good. I need to take all the podcast gear as well, so I can put it in my suitcase, because they're bringing it all over. It's gonna be nuts. Can't wait for the Web Planet review. Thank you. Reckon the Doc will appear in the Swashbuckling show? I don't know, maybe. It depends if they put it in like Judy's contract. Maybe. Could be funny. I'm not against it. It's funny because like whenever they do like these like spin-offs, there's always that question of like, where's the Doctor? Like, why isn't the Doctor in it? Why didn't he rock up? What about what part did Sergeant Benson play before being Benton? Sergeant Benson, sorry. I didn't. I mean, I've seen Sergeant Benson in like a few episodes. Nothing huge. So I wouldn't actually know. I would not know. That is not my forte. It's funny how like someone just commented like spam a couple of minutes ago. So I'm just reporting that, just to make sure no one falls for the scam. So strange. Why would they come on a Doctor Who podcast live stream? What's this about my dad loving something? Oh, it's not loading on here. Sorry, I saw a chat load on my phone, but not in the chat. What's going on here? What a swashbuckling time this is. One your dad will love is he is the one of the Cybermen marching through London. Oh god. Yeah, my dad will always bring up that episode of the Cybermen marching through the London undergrounds. I was saying on Friday, one of my birthday wishes, my birthday's next month, one of my birthday wishes is to watch Boom and 73 Yards with my parents, just to try to show them a little bit that Doctor Who is not fully in the dumpster. Classic Unit was great, so grounded. Oh god, yeah they were. It's like, god, what is Unit now? Like, the Avengers Tower wannabe? Like, so strange. Is this what anybody wants? I feel so negative on these streams, but... Hey Aiden, what's up? How you doing? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Looking forward to having a swashbuckling weekend with you in Adelaide. I'll probably wrap up now. Unless you guys have anything else to say. It's gonna be a quick live stream just to chat about life and Docky Who. Let me check if the cricket's back on. Sri Lanka. versus England. Oh, no, it's back on. That's giving me a little bit of hype to stop the stream to go watch the cricket. I put it in the background, but that's probably a good way to get sued. I will not remember watching the Web Planet when it first aired. I was about 7. I remember raving about Zarbi and Schoolyard. That's so cool. So you must have liked it back then. I know it's odd because like I don't really know like how people feel about classic episodes going into them. I kind of just go off what Aiden says about the episodes, and all he really said was, you know, this is just shit. But I guess you have to wait till tomorrow to see our thoughts on it. Your parents might get frustrated by 73 hours not having an explanation. Oh, sorry, your comments covered by this fucking heart button. Sorry. Your parents might be frustrated by 73 hours not having an explanation, fantasy, not sci-fi. That's true, but the word space babies in this house is a harsh word, and my dad he's just so like disgusted by space babies. He's like, this is the lowest Doctor Who's ever gone to. It's absolute trash. He hates it. So I'm hoping like a more grounded episode like 73 Yards. Like, look, my dad's he doesn't watch Doctor Who. He barely has, right? So the fact that he has an opinion about it is a bit silly, but still I care about their opinion because they're my parents. But yeah, I think Boom would be very grounded, and 73 Yards, I think, just 73 Yards, they'll either love it or hate it, and I genuinely would love to see what they think. So Web Planet hasn't aged well. Remember, there were made to be watched once. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's so hard to criticize an episode that came out in 1965 when, exactly right, it was made to be watched once, and if you could have told the people on that set that people would be watching the episode in 2024, they would never believe you. Like, they'd laugh you out of there and be like, that's nonsense. Just checking my fire. I need to watch more classic. Yeah, just chip through it. With the podcast, it's good. I want to be able to say I've watched every Doctor Who episode, so that's mostly why I'm doing it. Well, also for the podcast, I mean, it gives us something to do now that the main rewatch is done. How much is left in this episode? I remember it's like only 50 minutes long as well. Man, poor Jodie. David Tennant got Waters of Mars, and for his second last episode, Jodie got Legend of the Sea Devils. What a shame, huh? It's 5 minutes shorter than it should be. Yeah, I think there was a big issue that we probably won't hear about. I love some Doctor Who tea. I can understand how your dad feels about space babies. I personally hated how we didn't get a explanation for 73 Yards. It's like RTD couldn't be bothered to think about plot lines, has lost imagination. I totally get that, and it's funny, like, I'm a bit of a 73 Yards defender, and like, but it does kind of sound, even I kind of realize how silly I sound when I'm like, oh, no, Russell wouldn't, he wouldn't put it out if there was no explanation. There very well be no explanation. I mean, I remember my heart sunk in Empire of Death, where she knew it was, she knew Roger Williams, whoever it is, and then also the camera was 73 yards away in the next to the church where her mum was, and like I was just like, please don't, can we just leave that how it is? But chances that in series 2 we get an explanation for it is probably gonna happen. Will it ruin the episode for me? Yeah, probably, but Boomer Doug says, all I can tell you is back in the day Zarbi were very popular, but now it's a bit cringe. Sure, like, I bet back in the day it was like revolutionary. I always try to keep that in mind when I'm reviewing them. But Adam says, how good is Wars of Mars? Incredible. One of the best episodes of Doctor Who of all time. Just top quality, top tier Doctor Who. Can't beat it. Can't beat it, folks. Alright, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for joining me for this quick little stream. If this is the way that we'll do it from here on out, where it's just little bites of streams, then I guess it's better than nothing. But, you know how it goes. If you guys keep asking me questions, I'll probably stay longer. But I do want to make dinner. I feel my head hurting a little bit. These lights are so bright. I have a light. Can you see it? Like right here. See that? Ah, it burns. Me eyes. What I find about a lot of New Who, I don't rewatch much. Yeah, I've been meaning to do a rewatch for Series 1, but to be honest, there's just so much other stuff to watch. I don't know if I can put myself through it. Good night to all the Aussies. It's only 7:13, but yeah. Like, I find I skip random episodes when I rewatch even ones I like. Alright guys, thank you for watching. That is a bad angle. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the Legend of the Sea Devils in the background. Let me know what you think about War Between Land and Sea. I'm worried about it. I'm personally not that excited, but I guess we'll see. John Levine first appeared multiple times as a uncredited Cyberman before becoming Corporal, then Sergeant Benton. Somehow Unicorn the Wasp is one I've seen at least. Although I love murder mysteries. Yeah, Unicorn the Wasp has a charm to it, I'll give you that. Alright, thank you guys. Much love. I'm gonna go watch the cricket and cook dinner. Thanks guys. Much love. I'll see you soon. I guess the next stream will be hopefully in Adelaide with Crispy and maybe Josh. I guess we'll see what's going on. It might, because only Crispy and Josh, only Crispy, Aiden and I stay in a hotel. It might just be us, but I guess we'll see. But we'll definitely, probably Saturday, so probably Friday even for you. But yeah, you can always rewatch. I'll make sure to schedule it in advance. The live stream's not 100% confirmed. I guess we'll see what the vibe is, but we're definitely going to film a podcast while we're there, and I will be vlogging a little bit. So, and yeah, podcast up tomorrow. Web Planet review. Next Monday will be the Halloween Apocalypse review, Redux review. There's always content. You know how it be. I thank you guys. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. I guess that's it. Thank you. And goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.